10 must-have cards list. This list is really hard to make. We've been getting a lot of content lately. Honors cards have been amazing. We've been getting, obviously, Genki, both parts in between this video and the last time we did it. We've also gotten Ultimate Legends. Ultimate Legends are good. Legends throughout the entire first, 4 or 5 months of the year were garbage. There were barely any good ones. Now, Ultimate Legends, there's a couple of these guys making this list. There are very good, usable cards in there. But if you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe. Let's just jump into number 10. If you're looking for cheap, fast coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, check out my sponsor, U4GM, and use code CHU for 5% off your order. Number 10, he is a boring card. I'm not going to lie to you. He is a boring card. I don't think a lot of people want to watch a video for a guy like Chris Hinton. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's a couple guys you could throw here. I think it's Chris Hinton and Kevin Mawai, I would say, are probably the 2 best offensive linemen in the game. And I'm going to show you guys why here in a second, why both of those guys, you could probably put at this number 10 spot. It has nothing to do with the stats and the build or whatnot. It has to do with the ability stack. These Ultimate Legends get 2 discounted ability buckets. And as you can see right here, he gets 2 zeros. All Day is the one I'm using on everybody. So the stack on Chris Hinton I'm using is All Day and then also Edge Protector. Those 2 are amazing for 0, right? But he also gets, I butcher it every time. I get made fun of in the Twitch chat. I get made fun of the YouTube comment. I don't know how to say it. Omniscient, whatever. It's one of the best abilities in the game. It's Threat Detector and also Identifier built into one. If you guys know, Larry Little was one of the guys who got it for 1 AP, but his ability that was built on is now also 1 AP. So it's 2 AP on him. So Chris Hinton, Kevin Mawai, those are 2 of the guys that get it for cheaper. I know Trent Williams gets it too, but Trent Williams doesn't get these discounted abilities too. So you get 3 abilities for 1 AP, and one of them being the best abilities in the game. Chris Hinton is an absolute must-have. Him or Kevin Mawai need to be on your team with that 1 AP ability. And real quick, boys, if you want to know the best place to start winning more games where you can learn full offensive and defensive schemes that actually work, you should check out civil.gg and use my code CHU for 30% off. You'll be joining over 2,000 active members who are winning more games, and over 98% of people who joined said they've won more games since joining. So if you want to start winning more games, make sure you click that link in the top of the description and use code CHU for 30% off. And now, let's get back to the video. At number 9, I feel like Ray Nitschke just has to be on this list. I wanted to move him out because, you know, a lot of people don't like seeing older cards, but that's just not how videos like this work. If you're still dominant, you're still going to make this type of list. Ray Nitschke needs to be on everyone's team, even if he's not your on-ball user, even if he's just a rusher and you want to sometimes, you know, loop him, you want to sometimes drop him in his zone, he needs to be on the field. He's 96 speed once you put in this card right here, as many of you guys know. But the reason why we love him, also 96 zone coverage on this card, is because he is the only linebacker in the game that gets mid-zone and lurk artist for 0 AP. He's the only linebacker still to this day. Everybody else gets it for 1 AP. I know other guys are taller, maybe a little bit better as a user, but his ability stack, what he brings to the table, he's got to be on the field. I mean, look at him statistically too. 97 block shot, 95 zone coverage, 98 hit power. Ray Nitschke is insane. Like, this feels like it should have been an LTD, how good this card truly was and how good he still is. Moving over to number 8, they made Ken Houston actually very, very good. I know he's not the fastest. We have some guys that are 97 speed you can get as DBs, right? I know, like, even Ronnie Lott, another safety, is also a guy you can get up to 97 speed. But Ken Houston has the best ability stack when it comes to all of the DBs in the game, or at least safety-wise. Safety-wise, because there are some corners on this list. But Ken Houston, 6'3", great height on him. He also is insane statistically, 95 zone, 92 man, crazy player, crazy hit power as well. And then, like I said, the height is the big thing. 6'3" and a DB is awesome. The reason why he is so good is because you get deep in zone for 0, you get mid zone for 1, so you have a 1 AP stack so far, and then hidden all the way over here, I think it's, which one is it? It's one of these buckets. Hidden all over here, he also has 0 AP pick artist. So that means he basically has 3 discounted buckets, boys. 0 AP pick artist, 1 AP mid zone, and then 0 AP deep in. He gets 2 KOs and pick artist for 1 AP. That is very, very good. Ken Houston, an amazing card. And also, I do think Washington Theme Team is one of the better ones in the game. Titans is also really good if you can afford that Randy Moss. So Ken Houston, very, very good card that just dropped at ULs this weekend. Number 7, we move over to our guy, Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts, also, this is the Fusion one. I just want to make sure this is clear. This is the Fusion Kyle Pitts, not just the normal tight end Kyle Pitts. I think this card is so good in both sides of the ball. I think no matter how you want to argue it, I think he's top 3 at both spots. I think he's a top 3 user, and I also think he is a top 3 tight end in the game. I know you can argue like Darnell. Like I said, if you're top 3 in 2 positions, you're amazing. amazing, right? That is insane to say nonetheless. You get to save coins buying a card like this too because you get to cover 2 spots of your roster. He's 96 speed. He is 6'6". Look at his tight end stats. His tight end stats are ridiculous. And then when we come over to his defensive stats, boys, 95 zone coverage. He's 6'6". He also has 87 hit power. I think it's 90 block shed right there too. He is ridiculous. I will say the only negative with this card is on defense, he kind of moves like he's a little bit more stiff than the other guys, but he's 6'6", 246. Like it's how it's supposed to be. So you have to play with a little bit of more, purpose, I guess you could say, when you're like deciding on what route to guard. It's hard to bait with things with him, but you can't really throw at him at all, right? You're going to get punished. But his abilities, you do get 0 APs, what is it called? Lurk Artist, and then 1 AP mid zone. I think it's over here. And also, this is why he's so valuable too. Offensive AP, we do not need that much AP. All of us know that. The reason why Kyle Pitts is so good is because you activate him on offense, and that means you get an extra AP on defense because you're getting a mid zone on your user. That's why I love these fusion cards, and Kyle Pitts, amazing at both sides of the ball, man. Number 6, we have Demarcus Ware. And if you guys watch me, watch my streams, watch my gameplays, you guys know how much I rave about unstoppable forces. I think they make games that shouldn't be close. That's like I've seen some people throw out some of the worst defensive zones I've ever seen in my life. But there's guys like Demarcus Ware on the other side who has unstoppable force and will literally just wreak havoc some game. It's literally one of the most miserable things to play against when it's like snapping on you, right? Obviously, we all run them. I have 2 of them on my defense, and I just fill it all out with the best DBs around it. Demarcus Ware, this card is nuts, man. And it's only because of this unstoppable force right there. That card, plus the speed, he goes up to 94 with one of the tokens. He already has 97 block shed. Demarcus Ware is one of the best edge rushers in the game. It's not even close. Move over to number 5, where George Karlaftis, in my opinion, is the best edge rusher, best defensive lineman in the game, and arguably one of the best cards in the entire game. I think this card is the most annoying card to play against. I literally complain about him at least, it feels like, 1 time a game. And it seems like he's on everybody's team. I think everybody knows how good he is. He's not only a big dude, so he could play D-tackle, he could also play end. He's fast enough to play end too, at 97 excel. He has 91 speed when you put the thing in. But he also does get that unstoppable force. It's too good. I think it's over here. It's way too good not to have on the field. At least one of them. I think if you could fit 2, but the thing is if you fit 2 of them, you need some of the best DBs in the game to have more discounts and whatnot. It's not fair, dude. I'm telling you guys, it makes the opponent play on a timer. There's no offensive lineman ability that really counters it right now. I'm telling you guys, Karlaftis is way too tough. Move over to number 4, where we got that man, Dion Sanders, the corner. I think the wide receiver is still amazing, don't get me wrong, but the corner is definitely one of the best cards of the entire game. He's got good height on him. 6 foot is not bad. It's not tiny. He's not getting dunked on, and he's not too big to where he's going to be clunky. But 97 speed is where we're talking. His only negative with Dion cards, only ever negative, is that he is one of the worst pressers, right? He has 80 press, but the thing is he gets this, which is insane. And you know what's crazy, boys? I have 2 unstoppable forces, like I mentioned, and I'm still able to afford universal coverage with all these other discounted DBs in the game. I think this ability is way too good not to have on the field. It's a KO everywhere on the field, and then also on top of that, he does get pick artist for 0. So you have every KO, you have better reactions everywhere, no matter what you play. He also gets KOs and man coverage with that too. He's way too good, man. Dion's got to be on the field. Boys, at number 3, and also, I'm sorry for the Joe Burrow believers out there. I can't filter him out right here. And I don't have one of these guys currently because I did sell my Jane Daniels. I plan on picking him back up. But I will say at our number 3, I think I have a two-way tie between these guys. They're both 1A, 1B in the game. I think these are easily the 2 best quarterbacks, and I think everybody could probably agree with it. And it comes down to which one you prefer the most. As you guys know, they do get the best ability stack in the game, even better than 99 Hertz, which is insane to say. But ability-wise, you get your gift wrapped right here. You get your conductor for 1, and then also you get your, the gunslinger for 1 and backyard quarterback. They both get that for 4 AP. You could even fit in velo abilities like pass lead elite or set feed elite with both of these guys. The Jaden Daniels thing, he does have a little bit more speed, right? Your 97 speed. They both have very, very good releases. Josh Allen, I would say his release feels a little bit better against blitzes in my personal opinion. I think they're both elite nonetheless, but no matter who you want to choose, I think both of these guys are the 2 guys at the top and it's really a preference thing, man. Both these quarterbacks are way too good not to have on this list. Number 2, I have that man, Marcus Allen. This card is way too good, and also, to be fair, this is the green Marcus Allen. As you guys know, I had a lot of comments last time we did the top 10 running backs. A lot of people were asking me how you even... He's the 78. Look up 78 Marcus Allen. Buy the green one. It's expensive. You just put 5 training in, and he turns into a 95. But as you guys know, Marcus Allen, he doesn't get any theme teams. You can't boost his speed. You can't do anything crazy with him. But the reason why we have him here, I mean, statistically, he's also amazing. He gets angry runs on all game long. There's no way to turn it off with defensive abilities. He is literally able to break tackles all game long. And there's not enough AP on defense right now to where people are running secures. This guy is a menace. If you guys have watched some of my gameplays, you guys know I use him more as like a decoy, but I've played against people that are primarily focused on abusing that X factor, and it will win you games you probably shouldn't be in. That's how good this card is. A card that literally makes you feel like you're good at the game. There's no offense to anybody, but this is the guy, boys. This is the skill gap decreaser. I think everybody can agree he's very good. Running the ball is probably the worst it's ever been in Madden history. I would say in the last like 5 years at least, minimum. And Marcus Allen at least makes it decent. That's how good this card is. And at number 1, we got Cooper DeJean. He is easily the best DB in the entire game and one of the most valuable cards. As you guys know, these cards were already insane for the Super Bowl, right? But the reason why his is even more broken now compared to like Dion or the other corners that also got cards in this promo, he hit his game day Super Bowl. He got an interception in Super Bowl. So he also got an additional ability. And this is why he's insane. First off, he's tall, 6'1". He has insane man, insane zone, insane press as well. He's 97 speed once you put him up all the way up here too. But the reason why we have him, he has deep zone KO for 1 AP. And then on top of that, boys, you can get pick artist. If I always mess up when I click these buckets. You can get pick artist all the way down here for 0 AP and then mid zone for 1. So for 2 AP, you are getting every KO on the field. I know Ken Houston gets this stack for 1 AP. The reason why I think Cooper DeJean's better, he also gets the best theme team in the game, which no doubter. And also, I do think him playing corner, I don't like playing safeties out of position at corner this year. I do think it's a little bit more available maybe at corner. And also, Cooper DeJean could play literally anywhere on the field. You could play him at slot. You could play him at up top. You could play him at safety. That's what I do all the time with him as well. I don't know. I just feel so good. This is one of my favorite cards in the game right now. I just have to have him at 1. Boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Make sure to comment down below which cards from this top 10 list do you guys have, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. We got AK gameplays tomorrow. I'll see you guys there. Peace out, boys.